I know it's Easter. For some people it's about bunnies and Easter eggs, and other people it's about nice clothes and frolicky dresses and nice outfits. But for us, whether we got on a new suit or an old suit, whether we came to church in blue jeans or pajama bottoms, I'm still glad to know that he got up from the grave with all power in his hand. I want to talk to you from three perspectives. The first one is the historical relevance of the cross. You must understand, as you live today in this contemporary society, that through symbols, ceremonies, and sacraments, we are reminded. God said, never forget, as often as you do this, do it in remembrance of me. Don't forget what I did for you on the cross. Why does he want us to remember that from a historical perspective? First of all, he wants you to know how much God loved you, how far God would go to get you. This alone ought to deal with low self-esteem, fear, intimidation, feelings of unworthiness, worthlessness, feeling like you're nobody. You must be somebody. Look how much God paid to get you out of trouble. He wants you to have this as a historical reference as you face contemporary challenges, to say that if God had the power to take the sting out of death and the victory out of the grave, surely he has the power to pay my rent next month. I can't hear you talking to me. If God has the power to take the sting out of death, to go down into hell, shaking keys of deliverance and saying, I'm the master of hell, let my people go. If God can deliver dead folks out of hell, surely he can deliver my children on crack cocaine. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. You have to know that if he rose up from the dead without human assistance, he doesn't need your help to work out his will in your life. And the same God that did that back then can handle whatever you face right now. Paul, in the 6th chapter of the book of Romans, takes me to my second point, and that is personal connectivity. It is not enough that we remember what Christ did from a historical perspective, but we must be personally connected with the experience of Jesus Christ. Paul teaches us that if we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in the newness of life. It is Paul that connects my life with Christ's experience, saying that not only did Christ have to carry a cross, but I will have to carry a cross too. Have you noticed that life has crosses? I'm not talking about the wooden ones that are displayed all over the city today. We have all types of crosses, all types of equipment that God uses to kill your flesh. Sometimes your cross is your job. You would have been arrogant, you would have been high-minded, you would have been proud, but you're in a situation on your job that is killing your flesh. And God knows exactly what it takes to nail your flesh down so that he can get the glory out of your life. Somebody's cross is that they're living their life without a companion, and you thought sure you would be married by now, and even in the midst of being single, you're seeing God's glory in your life in unimaginable ways, but your flesh is being crucified to the cross because your flesh is denied human companionship. If it's any comfort, I want to assure you that married people didn't get away without a cross. For some of them, their cross is sitting right beside them this morning. Everybody thinks you're wonderful except the person you're married to. Everybody's standing beside you except the person you're sleeping with. Everybody applauds you except the person you come home to fight with. And like Paul, you said, Lord, remove this thorn from my flesh. But God said, my grace. Oh, I know you can't say amen because they're there. But when you get by yourself, holler back at me here. If your cross is not laying beside you, it's in the room down the hallway. Some of your children are your cross. Everything is going good, but your children are breaking your heart. Every time you take 2 steps forward, you get some news that knocks you 3 steps backwards, and your cross is not made out of wood. You are nailed by the love you have for a child that seems indifferent to you. There are all types of crosses. Some people's crosses are their parents. They really want to serve the Lord and to be used by God, but they come home to a drunk parent who slaps him in the face, kicks him in the hind end, beats him and abuses him, and all of us have crosses to deal with. That's why you ought to connect with this message today, because Christ's story didn't end on a cross, and yours will not either. I may be broke right now, but I won't be broke forever. I may be lonely right now, but I won't be lonely forever. I may be burdened right now, but I won't be burdened forever. I may be in trouble right now, but I won't be in trouble forever. He didn't just die, he buried. And early Sunday morning, he got up. Oh my God, he got up. Oh my God, he got up. Paul said, oh, that I may know him in the fellowship of his suffering and the power of his resurrection. You cannot experience resurrected power until you had an experience with suffering. I know you're dressed up this morning, you look good, you smell good, you look like $1,000,000, but beneath that fine hat, that cute dress, that silk pocketbook, and that nice tie, there's some folks in this room that have been through hell. Like to die, almost lost your mind, almost fainted, almost collapsed, almost went back, almost threw in the towel, but some kind of way God pulled you through the tests and the storms and the trials. To God be the glory. Slap somebody and tell them I made it over. I've been nailed up, I've been beaten, I've been slapped, I've been ostracized, I've been falsely accused, but I made it over. I've been down, I've been broke, I've been ostracized and alienated, criticized by friends, rejected by loved ones, but somehow or another I made it over. And when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all that he's done for me, resurrection is more than history. I'm having a resurrection right now. Somebody ought to give him some praise.